In this video, I'm going to show you how to go from this to this. So today I received the insert from Folded Space. Now I'm quite lucky because I live in Bulgaria and they are based in Sofia, so it arrived really quickly and was basically free postage. However, obviously most people that won't be the case unless you also live in Bulgaria. If you do, please do say hello down below. So as soon as I received it, that was today, I've opened it up, put it together and decided to put a little short video just giving my initial impressions, showing you how I've gone about making it and talking you through my first thoughts and giving you a little bit of a review. So let's get stuck in without any further ado, take the parts off the sprues and put it together. I hope you enjoy this video. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ding the bell, and I will see you again at the end. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have a quick look at this insert for Mansions of Madness 2nd edition that I've received from Folded Space, and I'm going to put it together. So this is how it arrived out of this box. It was very well packaged and it arrived quickly, and I had really good service from the company. They let me know it had been sent and asked to be informed when it arrived, and responded very, very quickly to all my questions. You get quite a daunting looking list of instructions, but they're daunting because they're complete, so they're really, really clear, they're quite easy to understand. And you get this stack of 8 trays, 8 sheets, 4 doubled up identical. So we have 2 here, which is sheet A1 and A2, we have B1 and B2, we have C1 and C2, we have D1 and D2. So we have all the sheets, and I've just checked through, and from what I can tell they are indeed all there. So I'm going to start to pop out and dry fit the first part of the tray. How I'm going to do this, I'm not going to film absolutely everything, I don't think. I will probably look at the first step here. So if we zoom in or lift it up easier. So from tray 1A we're going to make that, and from tray 1B we're going to make basically a mirrored version. So I will pop out the components, I'll put you on looking down above the desk, and I will do that build, and then I'll report back at the end once I finish that with how easy it was to do all of the assembly. And yeah, hopefully that's going to be helpful, and encourage any one of you to pick up one of these inserts. I did quite a lot of research before picking this one, and they have loads of other that seemed to be really good, and it was very reasonably priced. So let's hope that, having been praising it before I built it, I'm still praising it at the end. So let's get started. First of all, it says please make sure you dry assemble each tray correctly before gluing it together, which is really, really good top tip. So I've pulled out both of my sheets, sheets A1 and A2. Now it says that they are mirrored version of tray 1, which is fair enough, but they look identical to me, and they look identical to me in the drawing as well, funnily enough. And what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at the instructions, and we're going to assemble the first tray. So it looks to me like you're going to use these components for this step, and it's got 1A, 1B, tray 2, tray 3, tray 4, and these each come from different sheets, so that's something to point out. So you're not just going to build everything on sheet 1 straight away, you're going to build a tray at a time. So we're going to build tray 1A and 1B on camera, and then I will crack on and do the rest and let you know how it goes, as I've already said. So first of all, I've got my knife, and I'm just going to come along, and if I need to use the knife I will. See whether I do. I think I do. So I'm just going to carefully punch out these areas here, because this is the ones I want, the bottom ones I want. So let's get that done. There we are. So we have everything punched out there. So we've got 3 like this, 4 like this even. Still stuck in it. There we are, almost 4 like this. We've got this side bit here, which is the base, and we've got the sides, we've got the dividers, and then we've got a little tab as well, which looks like it acts as a handle. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dry fit like it suggests. So the first thing that it shows is you take this and you put the narrowest one towards where the tab is. As it happens, this is suggesting to do it like this for step 1, so we will do that. So with the tab on the left at the bottom and the short tab here towards that little, you can see how this is going to work. So we fit those in, and then these slide down in pointing downwards. So one here that goes into that little tab there, and then that one there, which you can just see has a tab as well. This is very easy to put together so far. And then that slides in there, and that slides in there. Okay, and finally this little handle thing to help you pull these out of the tray slots in there. That was super easy. Wow. And it feels quite solid actually. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some PVA, I'm going to stick that together, and I'm going to make the other side. And that was so easy, I actually think that there's not much point in showing any more of it. The build is going to be quick. So what I'll do is I'll get it all assembled, and I'll be back when I've done that all to show you what it looks like. I've spent some of today when I've got a chance during the day just gluing these together. It's been quite easy. Absolutely would recommend that you dry fit. There are a few things where the order is important. I clamped and weighted down a few of them as well just so that they were completely sealed, but that I believe is everything. I've used all the parts I was supposed to. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to attempt to reorganise my box and fill them all in. I'm also going to get myself some labels, and I will basically label up what goes in each pot. So I'll just get some little sticky labels, write them carefully, and then organise everything so that I know what should go into which box, because I am forgetful, and it does suggest really sensibly as well that you keep the instructions in the bottom of the box, but I don't want to have to keep referring to them. I'd rather be able to just have it at a glance, know what should go in where. So I'm going to do that. So I will bring you back when that's finished and show you what I think, and give you a quick summary of this item and what I feel having made use of it. So I've managed to get it all squared away, just about. A few bits of confusion and things I'm not entirely sure they've got in the right places. I've got some empty tray compartments, as you can see, because this does supposedly support the expansions. I believe that's probably why there's so much space here, because the tiles will fill up as we get expansions, if we do, and we'll fill that area to the top, so that's cool. I had to work out, it's not in the instructions that I could see, that the large monster bases slot in there, but we don't use the monsters when we're playing anyway. I need to do something about them, so that's not going to come out very much. Everything else seems to fit in really well. It's a tight fit in places. Some of my gluing has proved not to be very good, so yeah, I might have to come back in maybe and re-glue some bits and pieces if they fall apart. But overall, pretty impressed. Did take a little bit of time to organise, but yeah, I didn't bother doing the labelling either because, well, I got lazy and I thought, you know what, most things are going to stay in where they are most of the time, so you're only going to pull out like a few of the investigators. You're going to be using the horror and the damage cards from the deck there. So yeah, I mean, if it comes a time when I realise I want to label it, then I can. Would I recommend this? Absolutely. I think it's really good. It's made a huge difference to that box. That's so much more organised than that horrible mess of these zip bags. They are very useful, they're great, they work really well, but it was very difficult, and it was really was a challenge setting the game up and tearing it back down again in the time that we had. So this should really speed that up. So thanks for watching. Have you got this insert? Have you got any other inserts from Folded Space? I'd love to hear from you. Please pop those in the comments below. And yeah, I hope this has proven useful to you as a quick kind of overview of my first impressions. I've literally owned this less than a day. So this weekend we'll hopefully get a game, and maybe I'll be able to do some feedback after some time of using it with how well it stands up to the abuse of use. So I say again, thanks for watching. Comments below please, and please stay healthy, stay safe and stay well.